Hello everyone, my name is Marylou and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and for this week tutorial so I'll use the For the Record stamp set. When I saw this in the catalog, I knew that I have to have it. When I was a teenager I used to play the records and I thought, oh, how much fun would it be to recreate the record player. So this is what I come up with. So I want to show you how I did it. So to begin, we will need some early espresso cardstock that it measures 4 1/4 by 8. Then we'll need a piece that is 3 1/4 by 6, also in early espresso. Then I use some DSP, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I have used the looks like sort of timber look. So I need one piece 4 1/8 and 5 3/8, and a small piece that is 1 1/8 and 4 1/8. And I'll show you where I got this DSP from. I forgot to get it ready. This one is from the In Good Taste Designer series paper, and you get quite a lot of all the different textures. So I think this is a really nice one to have. And then I have some different scraps. So I have some red, some basic gray, mossy meadow, some black. I have some white cardstock so we can do some stamping. And then for these pieces here, I'll give you the measurements when I'm gonna put it together because they're very tiny and fiddly. So to begin, let's do some of the stamping, so then we give enough time to dry. I'll be using the VersaFine because it's really dark, the black, and I thought it would look really good here. So I'm gonna stamp it now, so give it enough time to dry and I don't smudge it. So let's get so we need For the Record, and we need You, no, that's not, You My Favorite Song? What is it? Oh yeah, You My Favorite Song. And of course, we need the record. So for the record, I use the nice large block, and we need a long block for the record. Should have done this earlier, sorry. Make sure it's nice and straight. And a small one for this. Okay, let's do some stamping. Probably should have done the stamping before, but it's all right, we do it now. So for the record, there's that one. You My Favorite Song, I think it's just beautiful. Okay, so they're the two that we need. Where's the lid? Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside. I'll cut it, it doesn't have to be that long. I'm gonna put this aside so I don't smudge it. Okay, and now I'm going to stamp the record. Now with the record, I'm gonna emboss it in black, because if you notice on the card, it's very shiny, like the record, you know, the vinyls. They used to be very shiny, so I thought it'd be nice if I emboss it. So hold on a second. Let me go and get the heat tool, and I'll be back. Okay, we're gonna emboss this piece, so let me put a paper underneath. And what I'm gonna be using for embossing, you can use the VersaFine also for embossing, because it takes quite a while to dry. And I thought, because I want to keep it as black as possible, I thought if I use this plus my black embossing powder, it will be nice and black. So I just use my VersaFine, I stamp, and then while it's wet, I use my black powder. There we go, and it's nice and black. So let's put this away. Put the powder back in the container. Don't want to waste it. Okay, we put that away. Put the lid on. And I'm gonna heat set this with my heat tool, and I'll be back. Okay, I heat is set, and you can see how nice and shiny it is. It just comes out really, really, really nice. Now to cut it, I have used the layering circles, and I have used the largest one. It just comes just a little bit bigger than that, but that will be fine. So I'm going to cut it. Okay, cut it. So I will put that away. Get rid of that. Now, if you notice, there's still a little bit of white around it because it's a little bit bigger than what I need. But I found that it would be easier just to trim. Now with my scissors, while it's already being cut, it's easier this way. I find anyway. But so I just trim that little bit of the white. There we go. And then it still got that little white mark on it. So I got a Sharpie, and with a Sharpie pen, I color all around that white around my record because I wanted it to be all black. So just go around and just color that black. So now it's all black. Easy. Okay. Now to do the center of the record, I use the 1-inch circle. So I do one circle in the red, and I do another one on the green, and I use the 1 inch for the red, and I use the 1/2 inch for the green, the mossy meadow, and I'm going to attach that to that just with a tiny little bit of glue. Get my tweezers, it's easier. Right in the middle, like so. And then I'm going to make a mark in the middle of this circle. Oh, can't see it. Little mark on the pencil because I want to make a hole in the center of it. So I should be able to see it here. And now I got a hole, like the record, because I don't want the heart. I want it to look like a record. So now I just get a bit of glue, put around my red circle. I put it on there. There we go. Now it looks like a record. Okay. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this because I want it to be raised when I attach it to my card. So I put a few dimensionals around my record. Maybe one more. Okay, and this, make it nice and straight. This is ready for a card. So I put this aside and we'll go back to it later. These are some of my stuff. Okay, so the record is done. Now, let's do the card base. To do the card base, we got the LE Espresso that is 4 1/4 by 8, and we're going to score it. Let me get the scoreboard. And we're going to score this piece. And we scored a 1 1/4, 1 1/4, and 2 1/2. So that's all for that one. 1 1/4, 2 1/2. And then the other piece, this piece, which is 3 1/4 by 6, we scored a 1/2 inch and 1 3/4. So that's all the scoring for these pieces. Okay. So now, what's next? Okay, next, we're going to attach the designer paper on the base right there. So let's do that now. Get it out of the way. Bit of glue. So we attach this to here, nice and even. Then we score this piece, score and the back. So now this part looks like that, like a Z. Okay, now this piece we score this way, and this little piece goes this way, like that. And now we need, oh, I forgot to cut this little piece. Let me go and cut that and come back. I forgot that piece. Okay, cut that piece. Now this piece is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. So I'm going to glue this here. I don't know how I forgot this one. Too many little pieces. Okay, so we put this here. Glue it there, like that. Okay. And now, what we're going to do next is we are going to glue this little piece on here as well. It's almost like a piece of furniture. Turntable, there we go. Okay. All right, so we're almost ready. Now on here, I'm gonna put type on this little 1/2 inch flap. Put some type, let's get rid of that. And that, it's a very small table, can't move with so many things on it. So we put that there. And I'll put another little piece, make sure it's secure. Okay. And then we burnish our type. And then before I cut that, I'm going to cut these pieces just here like this, the corners, and here like this. Like this, when we glue it into the card, it looks nice and neat. Okay. So this piece, it gets attached in here. That part goes attached in here. Okay? So it's about 1/2 inch on here and 1/2 inch on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add glue on here. That's it. And a little bit of glue here. And I attach this even to here. Perfect. Okay, and then what we're going to do, this is what we got so far. Now it looks like that. We just attach that to that. Okay. Now this part here, we take the type off. Whoop. Take the type off. And we fold the whole thing like that, straight down. We make this go flat. Okay, so far I got this piece and I fold the whole thing down, just like that. And then this, the whole thing goes straight down, nice and straight. Press, and then when you open the card, it will be nice and straight and it's perfect. Okay, and now while the card is flat like this, we can work on it. Just put a little something there to keep it straight. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach my record. So my record goes in there. Oh, I can see a bit of white here. Where's my Sharpie? Where did I put my Sharpie? Where's the Sharpie gone? here we go. Sorry about that, I lost the Sharpie. I forgot to color in this bit. I don't want to see any white. When you put it here, you can see it. So make sure that it's all black. Here we go. Okay. Now we'll take the dimensional backings off. Come on, you're super sticky. Gosh. Okay, and now I'm gonna put my record here. There we go. So my record player is done. Get my Sharpie. There we go. And I just colored in the hole in there. Now, to make the arm, what I did with this one, okay, let's put it over here. I got one small piece that is basic gray, that is 3/4 by 3/4. So I'm going to glue this one first. So 3/4 by 3/4. And I attach that to this corner here. Then I get, so that's done. Now I'm gonna get 2 black dimensionals. I mean, you can use white dimensionals, of course, if you want to, but I thought the black, you won't see it as much. So I put 1, I put 2 dimensionals, because I wanted it to be nice and high. So there's 2 dimensionals in there. Then I get this, the arm. The arm is 3/16. Now 3/16 is, on the ruler, you count 3 little lines, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3/16 by 2 7/8 long. So I'm going to glue that on top of this, and I want my arm to be like about here, like it's already plain. So I just touch it there, like so. Then I need to get a circle, a 1/2 inch circle, and I attach this circle into here, and I just add a little bit of glue, and I attach that to that. So that's the top of my arm. For this part, you need to have a small gray piece that is 3/8 by 3/8 by 5/8. Okay, so 3/8 is 3 little lines here, 3/8 by 5/8, which is just 1 after the half. You can see it's very tiny. All right, and for that, behind here, I'm gonna get 2 white dimensionals. And what I'm trying to do is this. If you look at a record plier, they have like a white little thing underneath, like when you grab it, where the needle is. So to achieve that, I got 2 white dimensionals. And what I did is I cut these corners with the scissors. See how it's hexagonal? So I made it, took those off. So I made it like a rectangle. And I put it on the edge of that. Take the backing off. And I done it twice. Whoop, it's fiddly, but it's a lot of fun. So that's 1 dimensional. Now I do the same thing on this one. Take that off. Take that off. And I glue this one on top of my other one, like so. Oh, and now that I've done that, now we're going to do this little, like the holder, you know, where you lift it up. And to do that, I got another little piece that is exactly the same than that, which is 3/8 by 5/8. And I done a triangle. I just, take the glue off. Keep on knocking my light. And I make it from the center to the corner, turn it, and from the center to there. And I make a little thing there. And this, I'm gonna glue it on the back here. So it's like the little arm. Whoop. Okay, so let's glue this little thing up. I think I have to take this off and glue this first. I think I forgot to do that first. So we're gonna glue this here. There we go. And then we get the dimensionals. Put the dimensionals here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now this is what it looked like. You got the little arm to hold, and you got that piece. Now, this piece over here that doesn't have the dimensional is the part that we're going to glue into this arm here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue into the arm. And this, I'm going to glue it like this. And now that's the arm that comes down, resting on it. Isn't it fun? So fun. And now to do the knob, where you put the volume up or down, I got this, and I cut in the black. Remember, we have a piece of black, so we do the 1/2 inch in black. And then we do the 3/4 and 3/4 in the gray. So we glue the 3/4 flat. So we put the 3/4 here in the corner, and we get a black dimensional again, and we put it on here on the knob, and we attach it. I like these black dimensionals because when it's black, see, you can't see it. It's really cool. We put it over here, and that is the knob. Now, what I done here to make it look more realistic, I use the what is it called? The white chalk marker. I use a chalk marker for this, and what I done is I put a little circle there, and I done 2 on the gray bit, and I done here, so they look like little screws, like that. And with a silver, what is it, jelly roll or anything shiny, I wanted it to be shiny, I actually went over the top of it. So then you get this, and it look like little screws, just to give it a bit of glitter. Here we go. So now we got almost done, the record player. Now to do this should be dry now. Got a bit of a mess here. Get rid of all this, otherwise you can't see properly. So we're gonna get the scissors, and I'm going to cut the word. Cut that, and cut this one. Make it a little bit more skinny. There we go. And now this one, I'm gonna glue it on the bottom. Oh, what's going on with the glue? Every time when you make a video is when things don't work. I don't know why. So this one we put it straight like that. This one we cut it in half, and we put 4 there, here, a bit on an angle, and then record I'm gonna make it straight here, like so. And I think we are done. So that is the first one, the one that we done together. And this is the one that I done earlier. Now this is a really nice fan fold. I'll show you a couple of other samples that I have used with different stamps. So I done this one here with the designer paper that is for free from Celebration with the qualifying offer, the one with the little rainbows and that. It's really pretty. So I cut the paper in the clouds and I done this fold. I think it came out really cute. Sending sunshine for a beautiful birthday. I thought that was quite cute as well. The next one that I did is I used the another celebration item, and I made it like a little birthday card for a child. The two balloons, and this is quite cute as well. And with the record player, I saw this on Pinterest and I just couldn't resist, and I thought, how cute. I changed it a little bit, but I use the large ovals in crumb cake, and then I stamp the record in different colors, and I put quite a lot of little, and I make donuts. So how cute is that? So that's what I done with this fold. I hope you like it. And hopefully if you like any of the items that I use, I would love it if you shop with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.